We're going to start today with a little bit of a clarification. In the Vermeer DLC that I put out, it said that the Aero Grape Liner was going to be exclusive to Season Pass, and if you bought the beacon that the Giants are going to be bringing out. It turns out that I may have been a little bit confused with what was said. Now, I've got this picture here. There's a screen grab from the actual blog on the Giants on the Farming Simulator website, where it says there, only year one season pass and it's free of charge for you. The Aero Grape Liner will also be included in every official Farming Simulator beacon light that is soon available on our merchandise store. Stay tuned. And now I took that as that was going to be the only two places you could get it, but it turns out that's not quite true, because we've got this one here on the DLC section on the Farming Simulator website. You can buy that Aero Grape Liner for $1.99. That's all right. I mean, you don't have to have the season pass or buy the beacon at all. So if you want to go get that, go for it. $1.99. Excellent. Right, so on to the mods. The first one we got today is the Underground Weighing Station. This is by Agra Modding, 0.28 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and tools. So we'll scroll along to find it. It'll be right at the end, isn't it? Oh, there we are. 19.5 grand to buy. It says Underground Weighing Station, but more on the ground rather than sloping up. But all right, fair enough. So we've got our Police Land Rover Lizard Defender, whatever you want to call it. Now that's saying it's weighing 1,640 kilos for 1.6 ton. Yeah, if you want to keep eye on the weights, if you've got the weight limits on your trailers, you need to know how much you're carrying. Very nice. Right, next up is Modern Barn. This is by ICAS, 6.38 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. So we'll scroll along to find it. There we are, 60 grand to place down. Obviously, it's going to be somewhere for you to store your stuff. Modern style. We can open up all three doors. We'll open up that one, and then that one. When you get inside, it does look like a new building. I know it says, modern barn or whatever. But like you get the covering on the wall inside. It looks new style. Obviously, you've got some older barns that just look old, but yeah, I like it. I mean, there's no lights inside. I do like it though. A little workshop bench in the corner. Can you pick up that ladder? No, you can't. Although you're not going to get anywhere at all with that ladder anyway. But I like that. Very nice. Right, next up is Old Brick Building Pack. This is by Gracchus and Philippe. It's 27.49 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in the construction menu and on the buildings and sheds. So we have to go back the other way because they're up here. So the first one we got there is Brick Barn. It's going to cost you 35.5 grand to buy. We then got the second one, which is the Brick Shed, 18 grand. And then the third one to finish off this pack is the Brick Shed with doors, going to cost you 20 grand. And we placed them down so you can open up all these doors like that. They're a bit slow opening, mind you, but once they're open, jobs are good. We'll see you come inside. Got a light switch just behind this barrel there, so we'll turn that light on in that section. Then go next door because the light switch is just there for that one. And then you got that door up the top there. So this is how it comes when the mod gets placed out. Grab that ladder and we'll put it up like that. Oh, maybe not. Let's pick up that ladder again. That's better. Right, so once you place your ladder correctly, do that. We'll open up the door. Obviously, wait for it to open. When you get inside, a bit of a hayloft on the go. You've got some liftable bales. You come over here. You've got that light switch as well. A bit of light on. Yeah, it's all right. So jump down the ladder, and we'll come across to the brick shed. Obviously, it's a brick shed. Concrete wall bottom, bricks on the top. Detail though, and all the brickwork. That's right. And we'll come across to the brick shed with the doors. So the same as the brick shed, but as the name suggests, it's just got the two doors on the front. That one not open. Oh, I clicked on that. Anyway, we'll come inside. Well, you're not going to get anything massive in these smaller ones. Well, to be fair, the doors on the barn itself are not huge. But alright though, I mean they're nicely detailed. I mean, like all the ivy going down the side of the walls. Yeah, I like them. Very nice. Right, next up is Grain Complex. This is by Didec 96, 19.7 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and on the buildings and silos. There it is, 385 grand to buy, and it is rather large. Just saying. It's going to hold 600,000 litres of standard usual storage crop. Silo crop. That's better. That's where we're going for. Silo crop. So the usual stuff on the go there. But we also got this little section here. So open up that door like that. Got a little barn, garage, whatever you want to call it. Come over here. Turn the lights on. There's a decent space, that is. Open up that door. And we'll come across over here. Here's where you load into your silo. Now that roof is looking a little low. So if you've got something that lifts up, like a tail lift or whatever you want to call it, yeah, you might want to be a bit careful going onto there. But this one is where you take out your silo. Yeah, no problem. Just dumps in the top anyway. I like that. Silo, bit of storage. Yeah, very nice. Alright, next up is Rack. This is by Agra Design Modding, 3.44 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the miscellaneous section under tools. So it's going to cost you 950 to buy. And it's a bit of a decoration, but you've got to buy it from the shop. Well, that's what we're going to go with anyway. There is no options on it. It comes as it is. So what you need to do with this is that bit at the front, the little bar, you can hook that up to the back of a tractor, no problem. So then you go and put this in the middle of a field. As I say, it's all for decoration. You do L, B and A, open it out like that, and then you drop it down, and then obviously drive away. And what this is for, normally in real life, is you'd put a bale in there in the middle of a cow pasture, cow field, whatever, and then obviously they'd come across and they'd eat the grass out of it. But it's just for decoration purposes. Even if you put that into a cow pasture, they're not going to come and eat it. But if you wanted to, you know, spruce up your cow field a little, yeah, this would do nicely. Right, next up is the Flegel Ruby Plus. This is by Moppy82, 1.06 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the front loader tools. So this has got a 2,500 litre capacity, 15.5 grand to buy. And you may be saying, we've already got one of these in the game. And you'd be right, because it's right next door there. Got the Ruby 2000 and then the Ruby Plus. Does exactly the same thing, to be fair. Obviously the 2000's got a 2,300 litre capacity and the Ruby Plus has got a 2,500 litre capacity, but got some extras on this one because you can change the attacher type. So the normal base game one is only going to go on the front loader stuff, whereas the Ruby Plus, you got the option there: standard front loader, telehandler, wheel loader, or back to front loader. So if you've got something else that if you haven't got front loader, you've got a telehandler or wheel loader, you can hook this up to the front of that. Oh, that's all right. Then you can change the main colour. You go for whichever one you want, like that. Dear, oh dear. Then you can change the design colour. Does the mountain points at the back. Oh, that's all right. Very nice. And next up is Silage Fork. This is by NicoPix, 2.81 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Wheel Loader Tools. So this has got a 5,000 litre capacity. It's going to cost you 6.5 grand to buy. The options you got there are main colour. You go for whichever one you want. And then design colour. Does the teeth on the front. Now, as it's a silage fork, it's going to do the usual grass, hay, manure, silage, chaff and straw. That's all right though, 5,000 litre capacity on that. Yeah, very nice. And next up is the Unia Graziads U417. This is by Hatchtown Mods and QWERTY, 7.37 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the cultivators. So this requires 40 horsepower from your tractor, but it's got a 2.1 meter working width. Oh, what? 2.1? That's tiny. I'm going to be retired by the time I finish doing the field with that. That's shocking, dear oh dear. 9 mile an hour working speed, 2,800 to buy. The options you got there got improvements. So you got none, string roller, tooth roller, dual roller, harrows, or none. You then got teeth, normal, goose feet, or normal. Mounting of the wheels, new, old, or new. Types of wheels, old, new, matured, or old. It's matured, just got rubber tyres on, but alright. Warning panel, none. There you are. Type 1 older, type 1 newer, type 2 older, type 2 newer, or none. And you got main colour. We'll go with that. Change the main frame. Design colour. Oh, let's go over blue to mix it up a little. Changes the prongs on the bottom. 2.1 though. Dear oh dear. Right, next up is the Forwarder trailer. This is by North Modding Company. 1.1 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under forestry equipment. So this is going to cost you 15 grand. And obviously this is a log trailer for you. So you've got the options there. Usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres. Change the main colour. You go for whichever one you want. Changes the main frame. Then design colour. Changes the uprights on the log forks. Now, this is pretty good because I've got one hooked up here. You do L, B and A, unfold timber trailer. Makes it wider, carry more logs. If you do L, B and right stick up and down. Oh, if you got longer logs, you can extend the frame a little. Or if you've got shorter ones, you could also shorten it. That's alright. Oh, I like that. Very nice. Right, and the last mod for the day is the Komatsu 951. This is by Oscar8599 Woodcraft Modding. 46.34 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Forestry Machines. So it's got a 291 horsepower engine, 12 mile an hour top speed, 495 grand to buy. The options you got there are the usual shenanigans with the wheel bands and the tyres, although you have got some tracks on it, which is ace. Oh, I love it. You've got Eco Tracks, Evo Baltic. Oh, very nice. Then you've got Protection. Protection 1. Outputs that bar around the back. Then you've got 2, but another separate one. 3, or without protection. Then you've got Hose Protection Colour. Change the colour of all the electrics. Black, yellow. Or black or yellow. Then you've got Extra Extinguisher. No. It's bleeping it, but it doesn't see where it's gone. I'd imagine that's inside the cab, to be fair. Then you've got extra roof lights. No. Yes. Because those at the back of the roof. And you've got steering wheel. No. Or yes. So if you want to have the sticks or the steering wheel. Then you've got tinted windows. No. Yes. Or no. Komatsu smart crane function. No. Or yes. Doesn't seem to be doing much, to be fair. And we've got transportation 1, 2, or 1. So depending on how you want the cab set up for it, on how it's being transported. Then we've got the protection colour. You have black or red, if you want to match it up. And that's your options. Now, it comes like that. Transport position 1, which is a bit random because you're leaning back in your seat. So what you need to do, we'll go LB and down, no, LB and up on the D-pad. Unfolds it like that. Dear, dear. But also folds that light bar at the top. Oh, that is ace. I do like that. I mean, after that, you got the usual shenanigans with all the different controls. But I just thought that was ace, that unfolding situation. I thought that was quality. Oh, very nice. Alright, we got some updates. So we had an update for the Roadrunner Plus by Mantrid. We got an update to the Lintner Lintrack 90 by Agra Design Austria and Mr. Steyer. An update to the Lizard SO413 Gamma 5 by Hadgetown Mods and Picer. Got an update to the John Deere 4755 by Dominic. Got an update to the Brush Cutter by ADub Modding Mantrid ABP team. Got an update to the Tree Be Gone by Mantrid, and in particular, it's got added Mini for use with skid steer loaders. Got an update to the Massey Ferguson 5400 series by AMG Gaming and Bullet Bill. We got an update for the small flatbed trailer auto load pack by Mac Trucker 921, and in particular, it's added support for the selectable bale capacity of 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times bales. And the last update is the 53-foot drop deck trailer pack with auto load by Mac Trucker 91, which also now accepts all the extra bale sizes, which is brilliant. So that's your mods done for the day. Drop it in the comments below which one's your favourite. We'll see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.